Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is a request video, which means who knows if it's ever going to happen. I've been requesting for over 5 years now, and most of that on my YouTube channel, that the daily crystal transform into the daily calendar. Kabam's argument against this was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen or read, because they said it would not incentivize people to log into the game. But we know that's not true, because that would be on the assumption that if you didn't log into the game for, say, 72 hours, you still got 3 daily crystals. But that's not how the daily calendar works. If you miss a day, you just screw yourself over. And a daily crystal cannot be claimed until you log in, just like the daily calendar, because it resets every 7 hours, in this case, in 42 minutes from now. But every 24 hours it resets, obviously. And so this is the best way to not punish players for doing things like, I don't know, sleeping, hanging out, even being in the arena or something else that involves you not going back to the home screen to claim a daily crystal. And maybe I'm the only person that loses, I don't know, 20, 30 of these a year by just having time get past 24 hours from now. But the fact that we still, years later in this game, have to watch the clock to think, oh, the daily crystal is ready to claim, is an anti-player move. And I think the reason why Kabam does it is because those daily crystals, especially the daily wallet breaker crystals now, are so good that they actually benefit from having us have less per year than 365. But it's certainly not a pro player move. And I still think coding-wise, it should be pretty freaking easy to pull off. So, Kabam, that's my wish list. But for now, there is something even better and easier that you can do for summoners, because this is better in the sense that it's not just affecting, say, Paragon players who have the best daily crystals. So we know, even though they still need to move it to the left, that we have the best new store all the way to the right of this, the Catalyst store. And those of you Thronebreaker and above, especially, we're getting these items for pennies on a dollar. And you'll see I haven't purchased anything, but every week my goal now is to purchase, when I need it, 5 tier 5 basic, because that's how many you can purchase for 1,200 units, I believe. 120 units for half a tier 5 basic. It's absolutely destroyed the market for tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha, and I love it. I will say, though, that tier 4 class catalysts, if anything, in this process, are more valuable, because these things are not selectors. And so I continue to get messages from people who open tier 4 class catalysts, and let's say that you need a skill, and you'll open 20 and you'll get 1, or you'll even get none, because the algorithm is still favored to give you the classes you don't have the least of. Well, that is also why this Cavalier Daily Special, particularly in this case on Monday through Saturday, is such an amazing deal for $5, because it gives you a tier 4 class catalyst selector, and that is very rare to get on a daily basis in this game. Actually, it's impossible to get on a daily basis, so unless you buy that $5 daily special. So it isn't a surprise, though, that Kabam, as I darken the screen, is still giving us offers like this. And I want to give a shout out to the summoner who sent this my way, Zeral Alex, because he wanted to include this as a reminder, because Kabam is still saying, and I get it's an uncollected level, that this is a 5,625 unit offer. Almost $200 for not even 10% of a tier 5 basic catalyst. It was always criminal, don't get me wrong. But now the Catalyst store exists, it's just a complete joke that it's still in the game. And I've known people, and maybe some of you watching this are included in that, who, when you're trying to click off of these trash offers, you accidentally hit purchase. I saw Crystal Opening Whale back in the day purchase at least 2 or 3 of these when he was opening batch crystals, and it would always infuriate him, and rightfully so. But he would just ignore it and keep going because he had so many units that it wasn't worth spending time on. But for some people, you could drain your units accidentally purchasing one of these trash offers, and then you're at the mercy of the Kabam support team as to whether or not somebody is going to listen to your sob story and get you your units back. So Kabam needs to remove these immediately and either give us new, better versions or just maybe link us to the Catalyst store that's available now. Because these offers were made, obviously, years before the new store. They're completely outdated and still dangerous to accidentally purchasing things, which is shady and the opposite of what an ethical company, and I'm saying Kabam's ethical because we've seen evidence to the contrary, but, you know, they want players to have a better experience, and this is the opposite of that. So, thank you to the Summoner again for encouraging me to make this video, and I hope you will give me some of your thoughts on this in the comments below.